Hello everyone. In today's video, we will explore key knowledge in project management, focusing on Chapter 8, Scheduling Resources and Costs. Through a powerful real-world case, we aim to provide practical insights to help you better understand how effective scheduling, resource allocation, and cost planning can determine the success or failure of a project.
On June 23, 2018, 12 boys from the Wild Boars football team and their assistant coach entered the Tham Luang Cave in northern Thailand for what was supposed to be a brief field trip. But heavy monsoon rains began to fall, flooding the cave and forcing the team to retreat farther and farther inside. They became trapped more than 2.5 miles from the cave mouth, with no food, no communication, and no way to simply walk out. As days passed, oxygen levels in the cave dropped to 15%, and more rain was forecasted, increasing the urgency of the crisis.
The core issue was not just how to rescue the boys, but how to manage an extremely complex operation under severe time pressure. More than 10,000 people were involved, including over 100 divers, Thai Navy SEALs, police officers, soldiers, engineers, and international cave experts. The real challenge was scheduling and coordinating people, equipment, oxygen tanks, and pumps in a dangerous and unpredictable environment, where every dive felt like a horizontal climb against water with every move.
The rescue represents a real-life example in managing and coordinating resource usage in a time-constrained project. Whilst the team would have as much material as they can mobilize, their utilization must be monitored and planned out to reduce the risk of sudden surges complicating the rescue effort.
So how did the rescuers coordinate the rescue efforts? Rather than viewing the rescue campaign as a single mega-project, rescuers broke it into several smaller stages and prioritized the most critical effort, locating the missing. This stage was conducted in shifts, with oxygen cylinders and manpower being distributed so that at any time, rescuers and equipment were always available.
After 10 days of around-the-clock search, the missing team and the coach were located by 2 British divers. However, the consequence of spending too much time on searching was that the rescue of the team needed to be prioritized, as significant risks emerged in the rescue phase. Ferrying supplies to the team was becoming increasingly dangerous, and the oxygen level within the cave became dangerous. In addition, the risk of the rain restarting and flooding the cave remains a major factor influencing decisions. Rescuers had to consider several principal options: find an alternative entrance, drill a rescue shaft, teach the boys to dive and swim out, or wait until the monsoon subsides. Each option involved serious risks, limited resources, and difficult trade-offs. Because of the time constraint, however, rescuers had to follow a risky plan, sedate the team, and escort them out. In addition, instead of a continuous journey, rescuers applied the splitting technique. They broke the extraction route into segments, a daisy chain, allowing divers to manage specific sections, reducing fatigue and ensuring constant monitoring.
With the total mobilization of all available resources across 3 days, all missing members were escorted out of the cave by trained divers, concluding the rescue effort 17 days after it had started. Despite the success of the rescue, there remain many shortcomings throughout the operations. Firstly, poor resource smoothing and leveling, as well as mismanagement and risk monitoring, results in significant losses of equipment, as well as the death of one diver due to exhaustion. Additionally, despite the cave being known to flood during monsoon seasons, there was no pre-existing infrastructure such as emergency oxygen supply systems, flood warning systems, or rescue anchor infrastructure. From a project management perspective, this reflects a lack of preventive resource planning, increasing confusion and costs at the start of the rescue.
This case highlights the importance of optimizing resource usage when resources are strained in order to reduce peak usage. During the rescue, several improvements could be made, including assigning divers to shifts and fatigue risk modeling to determine workload for each diver, which would reduce human performance degradation while still respecting time constraints. Furthermore, Thai authorities should look to develop contingency infrastructure in high-risk tourist caves, including seasonal warning systems and emergency equipment caches to enable rapid response. This would reduce the need for extreme crashing in future crises and lower total cost and risk exposure. Nevertheless, the rescue remains a masterclass in time-constrained scheduling and prioritization, rapid resource mobilization, and adaptive decision-making. Lessons learned from this operation would be useful for future disaster response and search and rescue operations across the world.
To wrap up our key takeaways for Project Manager, this case strongly proves that when facing extreme time constraints, mastering techniques like splitting and resource smoothing is crucial. As future project managers, we must remember that proactive risk planning and resource optimization aren't just textbook concepts, they are essential tools that can literally make or break a project.